going on? I'm Matty McGhee, Chef de Cuisine at Range by Brian Voltaggio. I'm a 2014 StarChefs.com Rising Star, and today we are going to feature 3 dishes off our menu using the Vitamix XL. For our bread service here at Range, we use a variety of spreads, one being Whipped Mortadella. Here we have some cubed house-made mortadella, along with some Bearnaise sauce. First I'm going to grab the lid, put the Bearnaise sauce at the bottom. Pouring the liquid in the bottom first is very, very important, making sure that the meat that you're putting on top is going to catch in the vortex of the blade. So I'm going to start off very slow. It's very important to use the tamper while pureeing to ensure that it is consistent all the way through. So now that we've acquired our desired consistency, we'll remove the lid and fill our piping bag for our bread service. Now, as you can see, this gives you a lot of room to scoop out a lot of volume. So now we're going to close the bag and we're going to let this sit refrigerated for about 45 minutes. We are now ready to pipe this on the plate for our bread service. So here we also have some sheep's milk ricotta cheese, and a great accompaniment to go with it is our Whipped Mortadella. And now I'm drizzling a little olive oil into the sheep's milk ricotta cheese, a little bit on the mortadella, and on the bread, of course. And now we are ready to serve. This is our Onion Foccacia with Whipped Mortadella and sheep's milk ricotta cheese. This dish is a smoked Bearnaise. Goes on our crab Waffle Benedict here. First up is smoked egg yolk emulsion. Next is clarified butter and our Bearnaise reduction. So first we're going to put the egg yolk emulsion into the Vitamix. I'm going to start it off at a very low speed. We are going to start to incorporate the reduction. We don't want it to get too hot. And while we're mixing this, I'm going to start an emulsion. While I'm drizzling our clarified butter in there, I'm going to smoke the egg yolks that have already been smoked. We're just going to get a really nice smoke while it's aerating. So now that we're done blending all the ingredients together for the emulsion, we are going to pour the emulsion into a pot so that we can add the rest of the ingredients. So I have my chopped chervil and tarragon, my Espelette pepper, and finally just a little adjustment on the salt. Now that all the ingredients are combined into the emulsion, we are going to move it to the burner. By doing this, we just want to maintain the heat that we currently have. So here I'm going to finish with my soft poached eggs on top of our beautiful local crab waffles that we make here. I'm going to scoop out a little bit of the emulsion to put on top of each egg. See, perfect consistency, held at the right temperature, comes right off the spoon. Finish with a little mustard crest for a little spice. Here is our crab Waffle Benedict with Bearnaise sauce and soft poached eggs. For this dish, we're making goat cheese rocks. We have local goat's milk, chèvre cheese, salt, and sucro. First, I'm going to pour the goat's milk into the pot, along with the chèvre cheese and the salt. It's very important to keep a low heat while whisking so that the milk and the cheese do not break. It's also important to bring the temperature up slowly so that you can hydrate the sucro properly. It's important to pour the milk in while it's still hot so it stays emulsified. You actually have to move very quickly here. Okay, we're going to start this on low. We're going to add and hydrate our sucro and also our gelatin sheets, one at a time. Make sure they are dissolved properly. I'm going to turn it up just a little bit. Make sure that the sucro is hydrated and the gelatin is dissolved. I'm going to turn it off, remove the top and the container, and put it into my EC. Now we are going to let this sit for about 4 hours so that it gels properly, and then we will be ready to go on to the next step. I'm going to now pour the liquid nitrogen into the bowl. So now I'm going to put the goat cheese into the ladle before we place it into the liquid nitrogen. We want to keep this in here for about a minute. Now I'm going to place the goat cheese into the Vitamix XL. We're going to start on low speed. And that is it. Now that the goat cheese is in the bowl, ready to be put on the plate, I'm going to grab our beet plate. These are heirloom beets with arugula and aged balsamic. Just spread the goat cheese rocks out there, give it a nice little texture for the plate. Here we have heirloom beets with goat cheese rocks and arugula.